Okay, we're back. So what do you got there?
This is my
Clothing?
This is my clothing bag.
Okay, this is my clothing bag. I'm not going to break into it, but what I've got is I wear 0.6 socks.
0.6 is the name brand.
Is a name brand? Yeah, they're the ones that I've found to be the best. They're super thick ones. 14 cotton t-shirts and 14 pair of knickers. That's all there is in here.
Socks. Wear whatever is most comfortable for you. Wear anything that is smart wool, anything that gets moisture off your feet. I wear Duluth Coolmax ones. They are officially the boot socks. They have nice padding underneath, but anything to get that moisture off your feet, kind of let them breathe. The nice thing about really great boots, especially Nick's leather boots, not to drive that one too far, but they're
Nicks
really...
or whites.
Nicks or whites. They breathe. They're super awesome. Get yourself a really good compression sack so that you can fit all this stuff in there, cinch it down. Again, 14 days, same thing as Cody. One thing about cotton shirts, nothing. Like, nothing.
No logos.
No logos.
Or screen printing on them, because that will adhere and adhere to your skin.
Yeah.
And also just the way you rotate those in. So there's nothing worse. You don't always get a shower. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But one thing, there's ways that you can clean up before you get in your tent, because you're just covered. You can be covered in soot and black. If you can get that stuff off you, and the shirt that I'm going to wear the next day, I'll sleep in when it's clean. Yeah.
So after you come out of the shower, once you clean up, you put on the t-shirt you're going to wear the next day. So you sleep in it.
Yeah, and then rotate that back into the
and that helps kind of keep your sleeping bag a little bit cleaner. You know, just keeps your sleeping.
You sleep better. It's much more comfortable.
Yeah. Is that your tent? What is that?
No, that's just the.
Is that your toiletries?
No, this is all my other clothes and the shower stuff.
And
the camp clothes and stuff.
Okay.
And the extra Nomex and all that.
Okay.
You go with tents?
I'll go with tents.
Well, that's a big one.
This is 3-person tent. I'm a large person. I cannot stand small spaces. So this is not an oversized. This is a very nice, petite, contained 3-person tent. Breaks down pretty light. It's actually lighter than... It is not lighter than that in any way, but gives you room and space inside that you can put on your clothes, take your clothes off.
It is a nice tent. You can make an argument for both ways on that.
Yeah.
I've just went with one man, super light. Minimalist.
Like a backpacker's tent.
Yeah, it's got a ground cover, it's got a fly, it's waterproof, it's 3-season, but it's super small. It's only room for just me to be in there, but it's got a vestibule on the fly. Side. So I can keep boots. I don't bring anything in the tent with me, there's no room. Yeah. But I can keep them from getting wet from dew and all of that.
Yeah.
I like this tent because I don't like to chase my pillows around.
Chase your pillows.
Yeah, trying to keep them under me, because the nylon is so slippery.
Yeah.
So the nice thing about this is it basically it kind of cradles you into one position and everything stays put.
No, that makes sense. I can understand that.
Is the theory, but the rain fly is mandatory because
it rains.
Yeah, because you're going to take off your boots and your clothes. It keeps them out of the tent and all that contaminants.
Yeah.
So you have to have a tent or at least a bivvy. But if you want to spend 14 days in a bivvy. Not me.
Guys do that.
It smells like Irish Spring in here.
'Tis an Irish Spring.
It's quite nice, actually.
Like a fine Scottish meadow in here.
I mean, we're going the same direction here. I've just got everything kind of lumped into one. So in the bottom here, I've got my spare Nomex.
Okay.
Shirt and pants.
Yep.
And this bag also, I mean, you can. It's got the fleece lining inside. You can turn it inside out and stuff it as a pretty nice pillow if you want a third.
Oh, nice.
And it's very nice on you.
It's fleecy. I like that.
It's fleecy. It's nice on your skin. So in this bag, I'm going to have... I know these pants are terrible, and I wouldn't typically wear them, but they do a lot of things. Is that because they're convertible, you can have shorts if you wanted to, and it's a material that dries really quickly.
Yep.
And you can have pants, and they have zipper legs, so you can put them on and off over your boots.
Over the boots, yeah.
And if you come home early and you have a little bit of time, it's really nice to get out of the greens.
Quick.
Take your shower, put your clean T-shirt on, and put these on. And they're just nice. They're fleece lined. They're super comfortable, and this is what I'm going to kick around the camp with. So I've got this, and then of course you're going to have a towel for your showers.
Yep.
And also, you got to have some sort of a shower flip-flop.
Yep.
Because public showers are just dirty. You don't want to be bare. I see so many guys barefooted. No, thank you.
I don't know how, like, I'm brave about a lot of stuff,
thank
but
you.
I can't imagine. Can you imagine having athlete's foot on a wildland fire in those boots that you have to wear, and you can't take them off? When you go up the hill, as we call it, those things do not come off your feet under virtually any condition whatsoever. You can't be like, oh, hang on a minute, I got to take my boot off and scratch my big toe. It does not happen. So
You can't take them off.
Yeah. Anything you can do.
And yours are handy. I see they have a bottle opener, cap lifter on the bottom. That's going to do a lot of good in the fire camp. So I like Allen's better. It's an inexpensive, lightweight option. I'm only using these because I got these at the sale rack someplace, and Chacos are heavy.
Yeah.
But they are wonderful, wonderful shoes. But this is what I'll wear around camp also, because you want to get your boots off and get some air circulating on your feet.
They're going to go through an expansion and contraction process.
Yes.
Once, get them out.
Plus, you need your boots to be drying,
breathing,
breathing for the next day. So you got your shorts.
Yeah, I wear board shorts, really good quality, heavy duty board shorts. Wear them to the shower. Wear them around camp. Keeps you pretty comfortable.
And I carry hooded
sweatshirt,
Capilene, top and bottom.
Yeah.
The Patagonia, their heavyweight stuff. Yes, this is absolutely forbidden on the fire ground underneath your deal, but this is mostly, it depends on the role. If I'm going to be a lookout all night, if I'm going to be out in an area that I'm far removed from any fire, you betcha I'm going to put them on.
But you have that giant down jacket and stuff.
Well, I've been cold before on those fires, and I'm not going to be cold again.
Cody does not like being cold.
I'm never going to be cold.
Yeah. It happens once. It's like, I will never be cold ever again. It's miserable when you're cold on a fire.
Yeah, and I've worn it around camp too.
Yeah.
So that's the camp stuff.
Yeah. I wear a hooded sweatshirt, company, cotton. It's great. Keeps you comfortable. What else
Shower bag.
Your dub kit?
Yeah, so this is the bag. You want to have this in something that you can, for some reason the showers are always at the opposite end of where you're sleeping. And it's a long walk, standing in a line to get to it. So you're going to take a couple things. You're usually going to have your shorts and your flip-flops on. Perfect example. You want a bag that you can carry, zip everything up in, and carry it along. You can have this in your towel, in your hand. And so this is going to be all the stuff that you're going to need for your personal items. So I carry these, same thing you have, those gigantic, these are the huge body cleansing towel. And these are, look how thick that is. Wow. These are the ones that are really moisty.
Really moisty.
Yeah, they're moisty.
Which is exactly what you want in a body-sized wet wipe.
You can really get a good cleaning with just one of these. Mm-hmm. So most of the fires that we go on here, there's not going to be a shower.
Yeah. If you're doing, especially if you're initial tech IA guys,
right?
You won't get it. For 2 or 3
and
days.
then you use normal things. I mean, you're gonna have some toilet paper, deodorant. Now, this is an important item. You probably have the same thing for camps.
Yeah.
There's always a snorer.
Yeah. No, there is. There really is. And it might be you. You might be the snorer. No offense. But,
I mean, real snorers. So earplugs for that. Yeah. I think we both wear disposable contacts. Yeah. So we're gonna go with have a whole bunch of those. Yeah. I keep my own soap. I just keep it in this bag so it doesn't. Oh, that's a better way.
And you know what? So can I talk about that for a second?
This is a way better way.
This is a way better way. So this is Dr. Brana, the Dr. Brana Castile soap. This is an oil-based natural soap. Comes in all sorts of different flavors. Mine happens to be the peppermint because it smells nice, and you're disgusting when you're on a fire. So I like to... No.
You want to trade?
I'll trade you. I'll trade you one of these bad boys. Yes! See, this is how it happens in camp.
Good trade.
Can I swap you?
Get rid of that.
So the nice thing about this stuff, specifically, and for me, this is a must-have for a couple different reasons. One is, you literally will be covered head to toe in ash and soot, and that stuff can be extremely caustic. So regular soaps and the soap that you might get on camp is just going to strip all the oils and everything off of your body. This will clean you, but it doesn't strip all of your oils.
That's interesting.
The other thing is it's great for your hair and stuff like that, so it gets all the crud out of your hair if you got that part. The other and the best thing for me is I'm extremely allergic to poison oak and poison ivy. It's a big issue for me. Being oil-based, it will, if there are oils still on my body, it will wash the oils off before it gets in my skin. It's not tech new, it's not specifically for poison oak and poison ivy, but it works great for
Better
that.
than bar soap.
It's way better.
Interesting.
It's non-caustic. If for some reason I'm near a water source or whatever, you can wash up in a stream. It's not going to harm the environment or kill fish or anything like that. And it does. It genuinely smells good. It gets your sinuses cleared out, which are, again, for me, that's a huge issue. So I carry sinus spray, get your head cleared out. You're going to be blowing out half of a mountain out of your nose every day.
Sinus spray. I hadn't thought about that.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Must.
So back to the monkey butt. I don't know how else to put it. You get, some people used to, my granddad said used to call it scalding. But it's
Diaper rash.
yeah, it's basically a wicked diaper rash.
It's
It's
wicked
I think it's all day of sweat running down kind of the upper, the back, lower back,
The lower back region.
very
yes.
lower back region.
Sweat, grime,
grime,
dirt,
and dust, ash, and you get a well, you've seen those red baboons with the big red
There you
butts
have
on
it. There you have it.
Essentially, you get that, and it's horrible. And once it gets its foot in, that's probably not the best word, but I guess once it gets a foothold,
What are we, like 12-year-old girls over
you're
here?
gonna live with it for a while.
Yeah.
So the Gold Bond Plus is the, and I have a bigger one than you. I couldn't find the little one.
Well, I carry two different ones. This is a backup that goes in my Wildland kit.
Okay.
So this actually goes with me. So again, foot issues, or if anybody else has got an issue,
Yeah.
you've got a little container of it. So I keep two of these, and I have a larger one that is...
Also, good
Like
point.
that.
Foot issues. I had heat rash on that fire before the Adams fire we were on.
Yeah.
And I put this stuff in my boots and my socks, and it went away.
Yeah.
So this is essential. This is not an optional product.
No, that's a must.
Yeah,
must.
and I mean I've even seen guys. Well, we used to go on long dirt bike rides. We used to actually pour this in our shorts.
Yeah.
Before we go. So
Yeah.
Gold Bond Plus, and it smells delightful.
It's
Doesn't
delightful.
it? Kind of a minty smell.
I wouldn't go that far, pal.
I think it smells pretty good.
It's kind of funny.
Toenail clippers,
Yeah.
must have.
Are those gold plated?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I got these from Coco Chanel.
Is that going to be in the Amazon Wranglerstar Mart?
No, these are one of a kind.
Fancy pants.
Yeah, you can get them in Saudi Arabia.
Nah. the Dubai edition.
Yeah, it's the Dubai edition.
Love it.
What else you got there? Liquid skin.
Liquid skin, new skin.
Q-tips
Yep.
for who knows, various different reasons. I carry these a disposable razor. Usually it has a cover on it. I don't know what happened to the cover.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
So a disposable razor,
Yep.
a pair of really pointy tweezers
Yep.
for digging the slivers out,
Yep.
and some shampoo,
Yep.
backup bug repellent.
Must have.
You didn't have any?
I do. I just don't keep it in the kit because I'm about to say something that is
you-
extremely important. So, Deet, this has got
Yeah, it's toxic.
this is, oh my gosh. You already have a child already, right? So
Yeah, it's the most powerful type of stuff, but I'll tell you what, I have been in situations where the mosquitoes were absolutely eating us alive, and this was a better option.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the lesser of two evils.
So can I give you one big piece of advice?
Don't put it on your skin.
Don't put
if
it
you
on your
can.
skin if you can. If you can avoid putting it on your Nomex, don't put it on your Nomex. And the other thing is, this stuff will literally melt plastic.
Yes, it's caustic stuff.
So,
But it
you
works.
really should have this in a couple other, like some sort of a hard container or something else. It's pretty
hard.
It's pretty hardcore. Yeah, it's pretty hardcore.
It is effective though, and what I try to do is I try to put it on something around me. I try to either like put it on a hat, or I've even sprayed it on I'll sacrifice a bandana and just coat it in there, wrap that around the hat. Try to get it away from me as much as possible. But I would rather deal with this than with mosquitoes that are just eating you alive.
Oh yeah, it's unreal. Unreal.
This is a last ditch effort here.
Yeah.
There's some sunscreen. Stick type is nice. And now I've got a full pharmacy in my first aid kit, but oftentimes when you come back, you've just got a crushing headache from being in the sun all day and water.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have some Tylenol or ibuprofen or something that I can get. I'm dying in my sleeping bag in my tent. I can roll. I don't have to get into my line gear, which is probably in the truck.
So you know what's nice about my sleeping bag? To push north, it's got a little pocket. That's where my earplugs go. That's where I've got little melatonin tablets I take. Little aspirin in there just in
Interesting.
case. Oh yeah, luxuries, baby. It's all about luxury.
Like my pillows.
Like your giant, heavy down pillows. Yeah.
Well, I'm still underweight because I've made hard choices with other things. I can still keep under my 45 pounds, which this bag needs to be under 45 pounds for aircraft.
I like it.
Band-Aids, a lighter, and that's basically it. I mean, it's kind of your garden variety. It just got a lot better with this stuff, though.
Yeah, honestly, I love... Oh, and the other cool thing is, you had mentioned bandanas. So, and I think Cody... I think he might have mentioned it. We both end up wearing one around our neck.
Yeah.
It's like the only place you'll actually get sunburned is around your neck or chafing from your bag or your shirt.
Yeah.
So this will go around my neck. When I go into the shower, this comes off. This becomes my washcloth.
Oh, good idea.
And especially with that peppermint stuff, it comes off. It gets tucked up inside the tent to dry itself out for the next day. It smells good. It goes back on. I mean,
Living
weird,
to fight another
little,
day.
Yeah.
Those little things matter a lot, and
they add up.
it's not such a big deal the first night. You may have been out on a fire for a couple days, like, oh, you guys are a bunch of pansies, but it's that constant drain because your body is not able to recuperate for what you're quick enough for what you're demanding of it.
Yeah, dude, day 7?
At day 7, day 12, day 13, these things, the little discomfort here and the little foot soreness here start to become monumental.
Yeah.
And so everything that you can do to mitigate that and to give yourself a little bit of comfort and really protect your sleep.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your sleep. And if you need to change your sleeping bag or your sleeping pad so you can sleep comfortably, that is an essential component of your recovery. So also just kind of in that kit is I'm going to carry a little bit of Obenauf's.
Oh, I need that. I need that little guy. That is adorable. That is adorable. Wine!
And I carry a spare pair of glasses. I want to be able to have the option. Sometimes I get something in my eye and contacts just aren't working for me. And I'll have I'll have the 2 pair of glasses. You know, Teddy Roosevelt had like 15 pair of glasses sewn into his clothing when he went into combat.
Yeah, do you know why though?
He was afraid of losing them and not being able to see.
We kept giving them to everybody else.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
That's always the interesting part.
Yeah, because everybody else couldn't afford glasses, and there's Teddy with his.
Teddy, he was. Wow, I'd never heard that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Other things that I end up
smarty?
carrying. Oh, you're smartier than I am. Extra coffee for in the morning in case it's horrible. Playing cards, hanging around camp. You might actually be put into what's called staging, which can happen for a day, couple of days, something else
that's a great idea.
to entertain yourself with. I will also take I'll take a very good book, but a book that's a little serious. So in case you really, really can't sleep, something that'll take your mind off of what's going on and put you down.
Something depressing like a Swedish crime drama or something and put you to sleep.
Swedish crime drama. That's a new one. Yes.
Okay, so electronics are...
the tech stuff.
The tech stuff has become essential. Just to be able to maintain communication with home. And I'm surprised more people don't... I mean, they get the call. Most guys I go out on fires with, their phone maybe was charged, maybe not, and then that evening their phone's dead and they have no communications with at home, which is an important part of morale. And not only that, but if you need to use your map, or you're using your phone for a camera, which a lot of people have, and you can get those memories. So I make sure that I have the ability to recharge anywhere, and that means portable solar panels. So this is a new one for me. I haven't taken it on a fire yet.
No kidding. Look at that.
But from what I read in the reviews, that this thing is quite the business.
It looks like quite the business.
So the nice thing about this, of course, is it folds up. It's in a really nice form factor. You get some real solar power, and the ties are nice because you can lash it to things. It's not typically going to happen where you can lay out your solar panel on your zero gravity chair and recharge for a few hours. You might be on the move, but because the way it's tied down, I can get a couple bungees or whatever, and I can get this spread out on the truck, or I can even carry it on the back of my pack and lash it to there. So having the ability to do that,
or beaner it,
or whatever.
Like it.
And the other nice thing about this one is it's got a place where you can kind of store everything, like your cables.
Oh, it's
and
got
such.
a pouch.
It's got a pouch.
Yeah. Oh, I see. You've got virtually the exact same charger that I do.
So these are the beaners that you do not want to have on your line gear.
Those are the
we're talking about.
keychain beaners. Yeah.
But they are really good for
carabiners.
For hanging on your solar panel and stuff.
Nice.
Another essential thing that you may not think of is two.
Yeah, dual prong.
Dual prong, because a lot of the older trucks, well, you're gonna have sometimes you'll have 3 or 4 people, and everyone's trying to plug in their phone, and there's only 2 outlets.
Yeah.
You can say,
I've got.
Hey, can I go ahead and unplug your phone and plug this in and plug it back in and plug mine?
And it's 5 amp, so it'll charge any iPhone,
iPads.
anything, iPads, very quickly and efficiently.
You want it 5 amp.
Yeah.
So
Must.
So this also is going to be able to charge. So I've also got a remote battery pack, which is actually running this camera right now because this video is so long. There it is. I've got the ones a little bit bigger, but what you can do is that you can charge this with your solar panel. And then if you don't have access to it, don't want to wait, you can plug in your phone. You can be charging this while you're using it, while it's in your pocket. These are essential.
Yeah, must. And they do, Cody had just mentioned, he's got a larger, fatter version. The amperage is specifically for charging up iPads or iPhones. Make sure whatever ones you end up getting, I recommend these guys. They're very cost effective, but really good form factor, holds up extremely well when you're out on the line. Like you said, you can be charging while you are using it at the exact same time.
Fabulous.
This one is, I keep this guy, charges with me every single night, and it ends up going in my line gear. If my phone, somebody else's phone goes dead, and these things hold a charge forever, which I think is stupendous.
They're really, really, really good. I have charged so many guys' phones on mine that had their phone had been dead for days.
Recharge in I think it's 2 hours. It'll recharge a dead phone. This will recharge a dead phone in about 2 hours. iPhone 6 in about 2 hours. Do you want to talk about cables?
Yeah, well, just make sure that you have everything that you're going to need. Well, you're going to want headphones. If you have the ability to listen to music in camp, it's kind of nice for all the hands-free talking or whatever. But make sure that you just have everything. Make sure you have a way that you can charge from an outlet, because many times in the camp there's going to be places provided, or you can find a place where you can charge up your phone. Have the cables. Have the cable to charge your phone, your camera batteries, extra camera batteries. Just there you go. I mean, I don't have all my stuff here because I'm using a lot of it on this camera, but wherever there's power, you need to figure out that you have a way of getting it charged.
And if you've got older cables, it's not a tremendous amount of weight. Carry one camera, maybe your boss, maybe somebody else has got an older cable. It got damaged or it got lost. Hey, I happen to have that older style. I've got a spare. And the one other thing, this is going to be a shout out to my man.
That's a great idea. iPhone 5, iPhone 6 cables, perfect example. I mean, there was all types of trouble. I had the new phone, and I didn't have this charging system on the first fire this year. I went around to 5 trucks, and they all had the old charging cables, and I couldn't get a charge.
Yeah. The one other thing, it's just a nicety. If you guys are crew trucks, doesn't matter what it is, aux cable.
Oh yeah, for
music.
Put your music into the stereo.
Yeah, it's another nicety.
That's great, mini jack.
See?
I hadn't thought of that.
Hero.
Well, our truck is from the 80s, so that's not really an option.
It is swank, though. It is a swank.
It's retired this year. I put an offer in on it.
Soon to be coming out of retirement.
Maybe we might
Stay tuned, ladies. It's a nice one.
We got a brand new. We got a 550.
Ford F550.
Yeah,
crew cab?
Diesel crew.
Oh,
with all ProTech on the back.
Yes.
I mean, it's really nice.